guys, Rated Designs here, and today is going to be something special. This is going to be the new layout background tutorial. Something really cool I thought you guys would really enjoy because, you know, the new layout is just it's bogus, isn't it, guys? You know, not the biggest fan of it. But a lot of people are struggling with it, I do have to say. A lot of people are struggling, I guess, trying to find and use this style of this grungy style that I have and make it work. And basically today I'm just going to show you guys the first part of it, and we're going to do, I think this will be a 1 or 2 part series, we'll see. So what you're going to want to do is in my graphics pack, if you guys do have it, go into templates and open up my template. This will be a partner background, of course. What you guys are going to want to do is make sure that everything is set so perfectly. You guys will see the guidelines on here. But yeah, so basically what we're going to do is we'll make a 3D background. So what you're going to want to do is go into Cinema 4D, and this background we will just name, let's see what we want to do. We will undo view, we will just do the name, and we'll do rated, why not, but yeah, so we are going to, view, undo view. Oh, we are not going to want to use that. I'm just trying to find font, guys. Sorry about this, but it's just so hard lately to just find fonts because they're just... Oh, seems like everyone's overusing fonts now, don't you guys? Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way, but I just feel like fonts are just being a little overused. Yeah, so let's go down to... why not? No, we won't use Caffeine Hero. Excuse me, guys. Let's find what we can use. And why not? We're going to have this font right here. Paz for the people that do not know, and we're just going to render something out. Now, what you guys want to do is, of course, choose your colors. I'm just going to do this nice gray real quick because I do have some hidden techniques on how to get this gray to make it look really nice. And yeah, I'll just show you guys basically, you know, ins and outs of making basically a clean background, because with this new template, if you guys have noticed, a lot of people, I don't need to say names, and I name names, but a lot of people are going around and making backgrounds of extremely grungy stuff, and it just doesn't look right. On a background, you need, especially now these backgrounds, you need to make sure that these are extremely, there needs to be a flow to it. You can't just throw a bunch of textures on there and expect yourself to have a really nice background. So what we're going to do is open up our font that we have. Let me see what I got. Where is it? There it is. So we have our font. We're just going to put it up top, of course, and we are going to... I'm actually going to take away the pattern, and I'm going to hue and saturate this so I can get the color perfect. And everyone who knows me knows my favorite color is green, so good old nice green for here. Gradient overlay, switch it to around 50. Go to drop shadow, 0, 30, 20, and that is good to go. Now, you guys, what I used to do in my old backgrounds, shall I say, is I would put a shitload of textures in here and just, you know, make it look so grungy to the point where it's like, you know, why? But now I've noticed with these new backgrounds, you have to be a little bit more cleaner. You know, clean backgrounds always look better. It's just, it's common sense. You know, a lot of people go around and and make these really, really grungy backgrounds. It just doesn't look right, especially with the white contrast. It just doesn't look right. So I take very, you know, grungy textures, and I just make them look clean. So what I do is I just make these small. Make a clipping mask. Switch to overlay, and then I switch it down to about 35%. So you still get that grungy effect, but at the same time you still get that beautiful cleanness to it. But yeah, we're just going to make a cool looking highlight on this. Nice looking gloss. And then we are going to merge down, and we are going to duplicate this layer. Transform. Make it a lot bigger. Merge the layer with a blank layer so there is no effects, and we are going to basically erase the bottom and switch it to about 25%. Now here is where most people get stuck. They're like, oh, Rated, what do I do from here? Because, you know, the new layout, there's not much you can do. Well, this is what I've found. I usually take, of course, like my last background tutorial, just going to take a nice looking green. I'm going to make a nice looking, cool, gradient looking balls on the outside. Switch it down to about 40%. Merge it with the bottom layer. Now here's a really cool quick tutorial for you guys. Here's how, as you guys do know, banding, gradient banding happens on every single background I see, and it kills me to watch because everybody has it, and I used to not know how to get rid of it. Here's a quick, this is how you get rid of it, guys. I figured this out because I was watching a few videos, and this is what I found basically gets rid of it the best. You're just going to want, as you guys see if you don't know what banding is basically where the colors can't blend into black or can't blend into a certain color because of the render in Photoshop or the just how Photoshop is. So yeah, basically you get these lines and it's not smooth. So what you want to do is make sure you're hovered over the layer. You want to go to Filter, Brush Strokes, and Spatter. What it's going to do is you guys are going to start to see, as you guys can see right here, you guys are going to start to see these little dots. Now, basically what the dots do is they cover up these lines that you guys will see. And what you're going to want to do is, I mean, usually, I see around 10 usually works for most people. But for right now, because this is such a bright color, I think 7 is probably going to be the best thing for us. And what it does is, as you guys can see, is it takes away that. Yeah. So that's how you get rid of gradient branding. So you got a cool, nice little tutorial within a tutorial. But yeah, so then what we're going to want to do is here's where everybody starts yelling at me and goes, Rated, how do you get that nice dark effect? You just want to make curves. You want to lower this point to the bottom, you know, a little bit, and then this one back to linear. So it is just a perfect, you know, it's a nice dark effect to it. And then what I usually do is, depending on, so if we're using green, I will do a nice, I have this blue to green gradient map, and I just switch it to soft light, and it gives it this nice looking effect to that, and it just really darkens things up and brings it, you know, brings you back to, okay, perfect, here's where this is what we want to do. So after that, I'm going to do, with this one, we'll just do something. If you guys hear my dogs in the background, they're going crazy. But we're just gonna start making some some textures right here. Oof, he is going crazy. But yeah, we're just going to start making some of these textures right here. Start putting them behind, you know, your text. And you're not going to want to overdo these, guys. I see people all the time, and I want to yell at them, but I can't because I'm not mean. But yeah, you know. And also they're over YouTube, but they overdo these textures, guys. You don't want to make these textures so they are just so over saturated and just you can see them so perfectly. You want to make everything blend. You want to make everything just, you know, kind of flow. So, you know, of course, these are all in my graphics pack. And you just want to erase the excess that you don't need. And here is where I get to the point where you add your scan lines. I have scan lines in my graphics pack. Once again, I basically gave away everything I use. I told you guys that. In here, and we're just going to want to erase everything but this little white line. Usually I kept it there so I can basically see where everything usually stops, but yeah, just going to erase everything on the bottom because it just doesn't, it's not necessary. I'm just going to erase the black parts that you don't really need. So yeah, and this is kind of where, oh, yeah, perfect. And just want to switch it to overlay and to about 25%. And we have the scan lines that everyone wants. So, in my old backgrounds, you guys would see me using an excess of flares. Yeah, you can still use that, guys. You know, don't get me wrong. But I don't really see a point in using so many of them. You just don't. Makes the background just look too weird. You know, I like using flares and I like using these. You know, the cool looking screenshots and whatnot. Just you got to know when to say, okay, enough's enough, because people like to go around and they like to make so many flares behind things, and it just ruins the whole background. And I mean, I'm not one of them, but definitely watch the flare intake, guys, because you guys make a lot of flares sometimes, and it's not bad. The backgrounds don't look so bad, but you need to use them in good quantity. But yeah, we're just gonna take 2 flares and make kind of like an effect like that. Put them over the text, and then here comes the part where everybody loves, is my little creations and stuff. I have this one. Oh, phone vibrated. And what I like to do is I like to put this one. What do I like to do here? Let's see what I can do. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is make it look like that. And we'll duplicate this and flip it upside down and come from the top. And basically what that gives the effect of looking is just some really cool, kind of look like a ray is holding it. And, of course, you guys can add more to the sides. I would add one. Let's see what we can do here. But, let's see. We'll use something like this. Make it green. Make it like that. Erase the excess you don't need, of course. But yeah, this kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Nice looking alien looking background. But yeah, that is part 1, guys. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'm re-uploading this because my YouTube is being very retarded. No offense to anybody, but yeah, just not getting the views because the views were frozen and my videos were just not hitting the box. So hope you guys really enjoy this video. I would like the shit out of it, and for video 2, I would love to see around 200 likes. But yeah, guys. So my name's Rated. Please comment, like, subscribe, do anything you guys can to help me out, and I hope you guys enjoyed. So until next time, peace.